All right. Now this is more up my alley. I do like a lot of the more movement, more flowy stuff. I would say something like this can potentially take 2 sessions just because of the amount of detail. It may seem very simple, but a lot of this stuff has to be super careful, right? We got these like super straight lines and this thicker one in the middle, right? Maybe someone is able to knock it out in one shot, but personally, this is the stomach. Something like this can be a little bit pain in the ass just because you're also dealing with the person breathing, and all these straight lines become just a little bit more intricate, and it takes more time to get this stuff done. um, but like I said, I'm pretty sure someone out here can probably knock it out in one shot or a long ass day. So it all varies. But awesome tattoo. I personally love the composition. I love how it lays on the body. All right. Let me see. We got here another style. This is kind of just straight up black and gray. A lot of these tattoos, I don't know who did them. So, I just kind of randomly picked them off of Pinterest. So, with this one, I'll probably imagine that someone did it in one shot. Something I would like to tell, to my clients is that a lot of times, a lot of this stuff can be achieved in one shot, but I always recommend a second pass to just sharpen things up. Personally, I would just get rid of some of these lines. This is a little too harsh for my taste. I prefer to have like the bolder stuff right on the edges where the important, where you want the eyes to really focus, right? Like the eyes, the nose, the teeth. A lot of this stuff to me is a little dark, but for sure it's gonna hold longer, and it's not a bad tattoo. It's pretty good. Um, yeah. All right, but yeah, I'd say this probably took like one shot, a good 9 hour session. I'm assuming. Yeah, like I said, there's some out here that can tattoo really fast. And let me see. All right. Here we got something a little bit more illustrated. Lots of lines, more sketchy, bigger scale, and yeah, I don't know who did this either, but I would assume this took multiple sessions, and I would guesstimate. I'd say something like this. This section here was probably one session. This up here, potentially 2 sessions, right? If I was to do it, right? This is at least how I would go about it, unless I'm outlining the whole thing and then shading on a different day. Personally, I prefer to just focus on one thing at a time and just move my way up. Yeah, no. So like we got all this one session, two, three, four. Um, yeah, no. This looks awesome. I think tattoos like this can age really well. I think it's so simple, but yet right to the point. I do like that sketchy work. Um, Let me see. And lastly, all right. So I used to do this kind of stuff. I do enjoy the aesthetic of it. I think it looks really nice. Um, so stuff like this is super complex, right? Super repetitive and complex. And we got also, multiple layers going on at the same time, right? We got like the one, got the negative, we got this